Welcome, everyone, to the final episode of PBJenesis, the battle for peanut butter and jelly. My name is Adam Kahmann from Kahmann Gaming, Games for Good. In the previous episode, we had Dalinar42 versus Zuffle, and Dalinar42 came out the victor to have a rematch against Lennek. And it all comes down to here, folks. The two StarCraft masters. Will Dalinar42 get his revenge and beat Lennek? Or will Lennek prove to be the victor and win that jar of peanut butter and jelly? Let's find out now. Now, since it's the last match, everyone, I gotta make this scream count. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly! Dalinar42 versus Lennek. On the left, we have the likable and learned Lennek. And on the right, playing as Team Jelly, we have the dangerous and daring Dalinar42. Two great players. Dalinar42 did lose to Lennek multiple times in the past, but he could learn from his ways and he could make this comeback. Since he made it up from loser's bracket, he did have to go through more matches than Lennek, which does give him a little bit more experience. So we'll see what happens here. Now remember, Lennek has not lost a 2 out of 3 yet in this tournament, which means if Dalinar42 wants to win this tournament, he has to beat Lennek 4 times, or at least. He has to beat him in two sets of 3. Because you have to, since it's a double elimination tournament, you have to lose 2 sets for it. So we're going to see what happens if Dalinar42 can really prove that he is the best and deserves that jar of peanut butter and that jar of jelly in real life. Looks like they're both just building some banks, and Dalinar42 getting that gnome ready to send it out. Will he do it? Yes, he will. Now he's getting in there, building some flies, maybe? Yeah, he's building some flies. Very keeping the pressure on. Getting that gnome ready. Just needs to get to $5,000, and now he switched to the splares, which is a good idea because those splares are making it up there, everyone. Ho ho ho! The splares are still up there on his base. They're still up by Lennek. Now Lennek is coming back with his own splares, but those splares are still up there by Lennek's base. See, and the splares took it out. Dalinar wins with Team Jelly. Well, and it's only that was only a 2-minute match, everyone. Dalinar42 coming back strong. Lennek forgot about those splares coming up. Unfortunately, that was not enough for Lennek to take out Dalinar42. That means Lennek will choose the stage. So far, looking very good for Dalinar42, everyone. Very good. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly. Who will win? We're on to the Victorious Void. Seems to be one of Lennek's personal favorites, along with mine. Everyone, while I still have a chance, I want to ask you all the question of the day, and that question is: in this tournament so far, what has been your favorite match out of everyone? For me, it either has to be between Zuffle and Hylian22, or Dalinar42 versus Zuffle. That's those were the matches when Hylian22 was attacking Zuffle with the gnomes and he made a comeback, and also when Dalinar42 and Zuffle were both attacking each other back and forth with their splares. Those are probably some of my personal favorites, even though I love all the matches. And please share your favorite matches down below, including you contestants who are watching. And it looks like they're just both going out all the way on banks. Dalinar42 really took the offensive approach in King's Kitchen. The Victorious Void now is a little bit harder to rush on your opponent. A little bit easier to see them coming as well. Definitely has been the map. I think this is the map we've seen the most so far. Yeah, it's too bad the Territorial Timber had some problems with it, and technically this map has problems with it too, with the portals producing the splares by the edges there. Lennek's building some cannons in the middle, but those getting taken out by those splares. And yeah, that was, holy cow, Lennek just saved himself from all those bullets from those flies. Those flies were a very good choice to take out Lennek to get the captain out there, but he built that toast right in the right time. Very good play by Lennek. Dalinar42 getting some hives ready, and Lennek almost was going to probably do a sneak attack, but got hit by the cannons there. Those cannons can be hard to get past sometimes. And looks like Lennek is trying again to attack on that side, but then he learned. He built spoilers really far away, now he's building some cannons on that side with some toast. And will Dalinar42 see? Does he see it? I think he sees it, everyone. I think he starts to see what's happening, and he's building some splares of his own. Good, not too much damage taken from Dalinar42. And now Lennek's taking this opportunity to build some more banks. We haven't seen too many portals from Lennek. That seems to be his like key strat. He's building lots and lots of portals, but I guess he hasn't had the chance to do it yet. He's been very offensive lately. And those flies coming from the highest and the bottom left of the screen from Dalinar42 are helping a lot, I believe, since you know, those dots flying across the void space, slowly going towards Lennek's base, giving him pressure. Now there's those portals coming from Lennek, and now Dalinar42 building lots and lots of hives, but we know how much Lennek loves his portals. We'll see how good those flies can do, even though they do have advantage going through. But now Lennek's building some hives of his own, but and I guess Dalinar42 builds even more hives, so that's going to be interesting to see. We'll see what happens there. Not too much defenses from both players in their very front lines, and it seems that Lennek has control of the middle of the map, which could prove useful for Lennek, of course. And what is Dalinar42 going to build? He's going to build some portals, which is good, very good. Probably could use some more banks, I believe, but I think he just wants to keep the pressure on. Lennek is building lots of toast in the middle and has some gas cannons set up. That is going to be a very hard wall for Dalinar42 to get past. If he wants to win this match, he will have to get through that wall of defense, unless he's able to sneak by. But now there are a bunch of flies coming from the side, and it looks like Lennek is building a lot more flies, but Dalinar42 building lots and lots of portals. But nothing like all those splares coming from Lennek's top right are coming down. I think that's a line of peanut butter coming in the middle of the map there. Oh, unfortunately, those splares got stuck to the right, and he's taking down the portals. Luckily, he's able to recover from that and take out those two. And this is a very interesting match, and now Lennek's building even more portals. I wonder who has more banks. I'm not sure. But those gas cannons are definitely going to cause a lot of damage. If Dalinar42 wants to get past Lennek, he has to find a way to deal with those gas cannons. And now Lennek's building more banks, which I do believe Lennek has the bigger economy after building those banks there. Unless, of course, now oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's just making more room for his banks. I see. Okay. Now it looks like Dalinar42 is building more banks. So I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. It looks pretty even right now. Lennek definitely has more buildings built, but yeah, he definitely has more buildings built, but we'll see what's happening. Wolf is building lots and lots of banks. How is Dalinar42 holding off those players? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, now there's a lot more portals coming, which is going to be very scary defending for Dalinar42. He will definitely... I think Dalinar42 will very benefit from some gas cannons right now, but I'm not sure if that's really what he's thinking right now. And oh, see, those gas cannons are just reaching so far. Those gas cannons should not be underestimated. A lot of the surveys I had earlier, a lot of people said how they thought the gas cannons weren't that good or weren't that strong, but from watching these matches, I do believe that the gas cannons actually really are very good. These gas cannons have decided a lot of maps. The splares have definitely been the main stars of the show, but those gas cannons have have done a lot of damage. And then Lennek has been using them very well. And Dalinar42 did using them very well in the previous game, and it looks like he's pulling those flares too close to the edges there, unfortunately, from Lennek's side. It's so hard to watch those errors ahead. And just to let you know, I fixed that glitch in the updated version. I said this in every video, but I don't know if all of you are watching every video. Just remember, a lot of the glitches that you see in the game now, most of them should be fixed in the current updated version. But of course, if you see these glitches happen again in the currently updated version that you downloaded, please let me know, so that way I can fix it as soon as possible. This is basically the demo. This is only the demo of the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly, so this game isn't even complete yet. It's just a demo. But holy cow, Lennek has a sea of fire. He's making Dalinar42 fall into a burning ring of fire. And Dalinar42 definitely not in the losing situation, but definitely not in the winning situation either. Those gas cannons gas cannons and splares are a very good combination. Splares have a hard time getting past toast, so the gas cannons can take out that toast. And gas cannons can't do anything against bread, but splares instant kill bread. See, now Dalinar is building the gas cannons, but those gas cannons, he built them too late and he blew them up with no. I honestly do believe he would have built the gas cannons earlier, that would have either stopped this from happening or delayed it. One of the two. And he's just building up those splares to stop it, but it's just not enough. And not to mention that he has so many portals already that it's just, there's nothing he can do. This is it. And he can't even use the splares because the gas cannons, and he's using the surrender button. He's using the surrender button. That is it, guys. Lennek is the winner! Team Peanut Butter, I mean. Oh my gosh. That would be a plot twist. Team Peanut Butter wins, and yeah, look how many splares were produced compared to Dalinar42, and the gas cannons too is a huge difference. 14 gas cannons. You see, you don't really need that many gas cannons, but you definitely want more than one. That was an intense match. Will Dalinar42 be able to make a comeback and beat him? Whoever wins this match will win the. If Lennek wins the first match, that's the next match. Then it's over. And if Dalinar42 wins the next match, then he'll go on to the next set where it's going to be the last 2 out of 3. So Dalinar42 has to win this match if he wants to win the tournament. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly! Yeah! I mean, it's getting really intense. Of course. Oh, now guys, the players don't know this, but if you guys have been following along with the previous videos, previous matches of the game, you'll know that there's an issue with this map, and one side has an advantage over the other. And of course, the side that has the advantage is Team Jelly. As you notice, Team Jelly starts with 4 extra banks in this map, and it was an oversight that I made, because previously in the demo, each map started with 10 banks, but then I decided that was too much, so I got rid of 4 banks on each side. But I forgot to remove the 4 extra banks on the Jelly side in this map. So little do they know, Dalinar42 actually does have the advantage in this stage. You can tell he has so much more banks than Lennek. And unfortunately, this is an oversight we had, but me knowing the future, since these videos are pre-recorded, it'll be a very interesting match to see for sure, but I won't say too much more. This is the the Warring Wasteland. There's the sandstorm in the middle, so you can't see what's happening in the map. And below that, it's also hard to see what's going on in the sandstorm in general. So there's building lots and lots of banks. And now Lennek's doing pretty good building lots of banks. They're just going all the way on banks, going to total economic right now. And then Lennek makes the first move going out, and Dalinar42 is like, nope, I'm gonna build some splares. Probably saw what he's doing. And now he's built the toast. Good. Like I was gonna say, that bread's not gonna do too much, but he built that toast. It's so hard to commentate on this because a lot of times I see things happen like, well, don't do that, but otherwise this is gonna happen, and all of a sudden they build before I'm even able to finish my set, and they already build another thing. So, whew. But it looks like there's a lot of stuff happening in the middle there. It's hard to see because of the sandstorm from where we're looking at. But, oh, he's building some flies. Okay. I don't know why he's building the bread, but I guess in case of his gnomes coming, I guess. You never know. Dalinar42 has been known to use gnomes. Oh, and so has Lennek been known to use gnomes. And it looks like Lennek has covered most of the map, not restricting where Dalinar42 can go. And oh, holy cow, guys, he's leading the gnome towards his base! He's led it to his base! Holy cow, the gnome backfired, everyone! That is crazy! Oh, that was a very good move by Lennek over right there. Now, just let you know, Lennek's gonna build some pieces of bread and toast just to make sure that doesn't happen again. That was a very hard blow to take for Dalinar42. Now, the gnomes are, I mentioned this in the previous video, but in case you haven't watched that, the gnomes are faster in the current version, so they actually run faster than the captains now. However, that would still be possible in the future version because the gnomes do try to go towards the captains first unless they see a dart of peanut butter or jelly. But they are faster than the captains. However, the captains twist and turn and don't go straight. They can actually outmaneuver the gnomes and they can actually lead them somewhere. So it is possible that version, but it's a lot harder. I actually do like that strat if the other person's able to backfire that way, but yeah, that is like a hard thing that is something that's a lot harder to do in the updated version. Still possible, but a lot harder because the gnomes are faster than the captains now. While they're going straight, that is. He's building a bunch of toast there, but the thing is, those gas cannons are going to take out that piece of toast, so he's got to build some bread, but the bread's not going to work because he's got splares there. So there we go, he's built some splares of his own. I got hit by that gas bullet right there. There, now it's his chance. Now it's Dalinar42's chance. And now, see, since it's a very good play by Lennek. Since Lennek built a wall in the sandstorm, Dalinar42 has to work really hard to break down that wall. But while he's breaking out that wall, Lennek is just going in the back, just building banks, just taking his time because he doesn't have any pressure to it. There's no way his base can be pressured because there's a wall blocking, and now he's building some gnomes, and now he's gonna build splares. He's building another gnome. Holy cow, those gnomes are so good. He's going everywhere, the gnomes. The gnomes are very powerful troops. Very dangerous to use. They can backfire, but they can be very good. This is very intense, guys. It looks like Lennek is taking advantage right now, but it could still be anyone's game. Dalinar42 does have a lot of money right now. Building some gnomes, but that did more damage than it helped. See, gnomes usually are usually best for offensive purposes than defensive. They can be used defensively, but you gotta be sure that the enemies are far away. Because the gnomes will go towards the nearest troop towards them. And I don't know if those gnomes are the right answer. I think doing lots of splares would work out better. Because he just destroyed a bunch of his own buildings there. That was very hard to watch, but I can understand he wanted to get Lennek off his face. Doing some more toast to the thing. Lennek does have a lot of money right now. He could. Now there we go. Now he's doing lots and lots of splares, which I think is a very smart decision. I think gas cannons actually be very helpful too. Now he's doing lots of flies, good. But now he's doing lots of splares because there's a lot of flies coming. Flies are turning blue because they're being attracted by the splares light. See, yeah, Dalinar42 really does have a lot of money. I think they're even on things right now. Dalinar42 didn't lose it. This is good. Now flies are good, however, there's a lot of flares coming, so they're dying really fast, and they're not shooting towards those gas cannons. This is a very intense match. Lennek is in a very good position. See how good those gas cannons are doing. I believe it's really the gas cannons that is really turning the tide for Lennek right now. And we haven't seen Dalinar42 use too many gas cannons against Lennek in this set. Hopefully he can make it past so he can win the turn, at least make it to the next set, but as of now it looks like Lennek is in the advantage state. And see, look at that map. This bunch of this brown things are coming down. It's probably a bunch of flares, which there's so many cannons to get through. See, it's going to be hard for a gnome to get past this play. The flares would have been the best option. And Lennek just has so many portals. And now he lost so many banks. Dalinar42, he does not have that much money left. And now Lennek has so much banks and so much money. Lennek could finish this game pretty fast if he wanted to take the pressure. Dalinar42 wisely building banks from that side. His best bet to survive is then building some banks to block it to make sure that nothing crazy happens. But he's gonna build the gnome, but the gnome's gonna do more damage to himself. And now the enemies are rearing into his jar of jelly. This looks like the last stand. Will he be able to survive this attack and come back? I'm not sure, everyone, because there's a non-stopping army of players coming every second. I think Dalinar42 knows this is the end. That this is probably the last match of the PBJenesis tournament. But will he give up? He is not giving up. He's building, or he's giving up. He's building the gnomes. I think this is it, everyone. Team Peanut Butter wins, and Lennek is the champion of the PBJenesis tournament. Congratulations, Lennek, you're the winner. Also, congratulations, Dalinar42, for coming in second place, and for Zuffel coming in third place, and congratulations to all of the participants in the battle in the PBJenesis tournament. This has been a great tournament and a great time. I had a great time recording these matches, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and stay in tune because there was one more video, because I mentioned in some previous videos that me, the creator, I'm actually going to go against the winner of the tournament, in this case Lennek, on a one-on-one match in the stage that Lennek chooses. And we're not going to do a 2 out of 3 because at that time it was not that much time to play, so it was just whoever won the one match. So stay in tune for that match, and I'm excited to show you that. But it was such a great time recording this and having this tournament. I do plan on having a tournament in the future if possible, hopefully. Don't know for sure yet or where it's going to be or who's going to be in it. I would like to have some of the same contestants again. This tournament was taking place in Idaho, and I'm currently living in Utah, so I would have to go travel up to Idaho to make that happen. But it was a great time recording this match, as I say that again for the third time. But remember to like and subscribe, and to share this video with a friend. And if you haven't already, go back and watch some of the previous matches. And of course, most importantly, if you haven't already, go and download the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly on Facebook. It's a free download, not available on Macs yet, but so it's only available on Windows. But soon, I do plan on making it available on Macs once I can get through some technical difficulties. And also, of course, give me back your feedback of anything you find from the game. The Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly is in the demo/beta set. There's a lot more I need to do before the game is done. So there's a lot of bugs in this tournament, as you know. There's a lot of mistakes, and that's granted to happen. There's probably still some more in the game, but I do plan on fixing all those. So please, once again, download the game, play it, give me back your feedback, and if you want to, record some matches of your own and share them on social media. I would love that. It'll also be good for me as a developer to watch those matches and see what I can do to make the game more balanced or better, or more fun. Anyway, see you guys all next time with the bonus video with Lennek versus Kahmann Gaming, or me. And remember, video games can be for good. Till next time.